Naomi lived in the land of Judah with her husband and 2 sons. There was a famine in the land, so Naomi and her family decided to go to Moab. While they were there, Naomi's husband died. Naomi's sons married women from Moab, Orpah and Ruth. They all lived in Moab for 10 years, and then Naomi's sons died. Naomi, Orpah, and Ruth were all alone. Since the famine was over, Naomi decided to go home to Judah. The women were very sad to leave each other. Orpah returned home, but Ruth clung to Naomi. Ruth said, "Wherever you go, I will go, and wherever you live, I will live. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God." So Naomi and Ruth returned to the land of Judah together. Ruth and Naomi needed food, so Ruth went into the fields to gather fallen grain. She happened to go to the field of Boaz, a good man from the family of Naomi's late husband. Boaz saw Ruth in his field. He had heard about Ruth and how she had been kind to Naomi, so Boaz told Ruth to stay in his field. Boaz made sure Ruth was safe and had enough food. After Ruth gathered grain, she went back to Naomi and told her about Boaz. "He is one of our family redeemers," Naomi explained. A family redeemer was someone who would help his close relatives if they were in trouble. Naomi wanted to make sure Ruth had a husband to care for her, so she gave Ruth special instructions. Ruth put on her best clothes and laid down near Boaz's feet. In this way, Ruth showed Boaz that she hoped he would marry her. Boaz was surprised to see Ruth there. Ruth explained, "You are a family redeemer." So Boaz stood before the elders in the town and made an agreement. He promised to redeem Ruth, which meant he would buy back the land that Naomi lost after her husband died, and he would marry Ruth. Later, Ruth and Boaz had a son named Obed. When Obed grew up, he was the father of Jesse, who was the father of King David. Boaz was a family redeemer. He helped his close relatives who were in trouble. Boaz cared for Ruth and Naomi because their husbands had died. In a similar way, Jesus is our Redeemer. We need help because we sin. Jesus bought our salvation for us by taking our punishment when he died on the cross.